The growth process is shown through being faithful in small things consistently over time. This was one of the game-changing, life-changing realizations I had during that year where God started off by disciplining me and correcting me and humbling me. And as I studied and I learned, I found something that I think we all know at some level, but it changes when you see how the real numbers work. I want to give you an example. The average car payment in the U.S. for a used car, average, is about $250 a month. Or sorry, $520 a month. That's the average, $520 a month. That's an average car payment. So I want you to just imagine that you just decided from now on, I'm not wasting my money on interest. I'm not getting into debt. I'm going to only buy what I can afford. And that might mean I'm driving a clunker for a while. I might be getting into a car that I'm hoping nobody sees me in until I can save up enough to get a little bit better car and save up to get a little, trade that in, get a little bit until I can at least survive. But imagine if you took that 520 and you said, okay, I'm going to take half of that. I'm going to take half of it, $260, and I'm going to just put it in a savings account every month. And I'm going to drive a clunker. And in 4 months, I'll have $1,000 and I get a little bit nicer one. And then what do I do with the other $260? What if you took that same $260, the other half? Remember, if you have this payment and you're already used to $520 coming out every month, it doesn't change the math, right? You're already doing it. It's just you're changing where it goes. What if you took that same $260 and you invested it? Now, the average car life, by the way, is 12 years. If you manage to get all 12 years out of it, by the end of that, you would have $37,440 in cash. You can get a pretty nice car for that. And if you took the other $260 and you invested it, let's say a Roth IRA. If you don't know what that is, look it up. Trust me. And if you're young, especially for you younger guys, you need to look this up. It is a life-changing thing. It's a Roth IRA. It's a retirement account. Again, you already are used to $520 coming out. Your life doesn't change other than you're telling that money where to go now in different places. If you're 30 years old and you retire at 65, you will have invested $109,200. It's not bad. But it gets better for two reasons, and one of those is that most powerful force in the universe, according to Albert Einstein, eighth wonder of the world, mankind's greatest invention, compound interest. Because since its inception, the stock market, the S&P 500, has averaged about 12% a year. That means that what you have invested, even though it was $109,000, would have grown to over $1.3 million. If you started at 30 and you retire at 65, by taking half of what you're used to putting into your car payment and putting that into a Roth IRA, if it grows at 12, now you may not get 12. What if I get 6? It's still a whole lot better than you're getting before. I would say that getting a little bit less on my investment is a whole lot better than paying interest and giving someone else their investment. I would much rather have what God has trusted me with to grow. And that's the point. That's the point. It's being faithful. That only works if you do it every month. If you're consistent every month to do that. It adds up over time. But you have to be faithful with it.